Yeah,
It is hard not to repeat questions.
What?
It is hard not to repeat questions.
What about how we're doing?
No. Which type of art do you like?
Well, you have to model.
I like impressionism. I like the first modern art that there was. It was like, oh, let's do something very different this time.
And then you can talk more about the art, but also don't forget agenda time.
Let's go through all the remaining issues. I think that we are almost done. We just have to review that everything is working. But I think that this week it's going to be polishments. And yeah, I will say impressionism. I will pass it to Paulo.
Excellent. To me, I liked romanticism, like William Blake paintings. I find it really beautiful. So, and topics for this meeting, I would like to share all the work that I've been doing last week, and yeah, and see what you guys have been working on too. I'll pass it to Septi.
Thank you, Paulo. I don't know if that's art or not, but I like the draws of manga. Like the feelings of the draws, like it transmit a lot to me. So yeah, that's super cool. And I don't have agenda topics. I'll pass it to Chuy.
Thank you, Septi. I like as you know, I enjoy film a lot. So I think one of my favorite moments are German expressionism. I like it where it took like the boundaries of cinema in its time, and just the amount of genres that came out of it, like horror and science fiction. I really enjoy German expressionist movies. And agenda topics, I'd like to just like quickly go through like a new model for content and distribution that we're gonna start using in this week in the TEC, and just like go a little bit over how our like weekly reports and the content that we generate can start gaining like more attention and getting to the right places. And that's it for me. I'll pass it to Nate.
Yeah, in terms of art, I don't know. Big science fiction fan, so yeah, I don't know. Really big fan of John Scalzi as a writer, but outside of that, not too big into art. Just getting into it recently, but no agenda topics. It's my first time attending the Common Swarm, so I just want to listen and see what you guys are doing. I think that's everybody. Pass it back to you, Griff.
Yeah, I love revolutionary art. Like I love Banksy. I like art that's like music that's like take down the man kind of stuff. This like irreverent. I like irreverent. That's probably the theme. So, and whether it's movies or Banksy or music. Okay, so let's dive in then. I just want to get this link. So, any votes? Do we have any votes for the DAO?
We have, yes, the current vote of the week. Paulo did not pass the hours. I don't know if he want to pass it today or we leave it for next week. Because he has been doing a lot, but didn't pass.
Cool. Well, let's get these votes through. Oh, it looks like it just needs one more. It can be me.
Just one more.
Oops.
Yes.
Yeah, take over.
Great. 1 second.
It has a lot of improvements in the front end side. I am not muted. You have me muted.
Is it the same link as before too?
No, it's not yet deployed.
I'm gonna show testing down local. We have the hatch demo down already, but we need to open it. So for this meeting, I'll show the one that we have been testing here. 1 second. I'm trying to find. Oh, here it is. Okay. Can you guys see my screen? No. Yes. Great. So this week, basically, I polish the front-end style from all the components. I fix some issues with the theme colors. I changed the header color and also the background one. Also, I changed the styles of the button right here. And improve some small details of the hatch code here. I added a starting animation, and I also update the confetti animation to show every time we reach one of the goals. And as Griff asked, I add more confetti based on which goal we are at that moment. So yeah, on this testing hatch, we complete the funding phase, and we're on the redeem or rage quit period. So we were working on fixing some issue that we found on the with the subgraph that wasn't listening to some events, but it's already fixed. So yeah, this is basically the hatch that we were going to launch, but with the front end that we're going to launch with the new hatch. We just need to finish the post. And we also add I add a feedback here using the work that Rain did time ago, and now people can take a screenshot and write a description of any issues that they might find, and we have a fresh work account ready for this.
Wow, if that works, that is incredible. That is the best feedback form I've ever seen. Congratulations! Like the take screenshot button.
Well, I mean, the Freshworks has like a form builder that lets you choose the background and the styles. But yeah, I took his work and add some changes, but it's currently working. The issues are sent and are received on the dashboard that Freshworks provide you. So this is also completed. We just need to. I just need to finish the post and see that everything's working. Just one last look, and I think we can launch the demo.
So can you demo redeem? Will it work?
Yeah, sure. Sorry. So, for example, here. Oh, I also find that problem that some people encounter, that sometimes the hatch told you that the transaction that found a transaction error, but the transaction still was confirmed. Some issue related to that. Basically, the problem was related to the MetaMask endpoint. I think some people have the X-type POA endpoint that was having problems. So I would recommend to everyone that when they set the X-type network, they use the one hive endpoint instead, because the old one is having some problems.
Can you guys share the one hive endpoint? I'll
Yeah,
put it in the
notes. I don't know if you guys can see my MetaMask.
Yeah, we can actually.
Okay, great. So basically here was the old one.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. I think we can update the DEC forum, a post that tells you how to set your XDAI network and tell people that use these endpointings instead.
Yes, actually, it is not super mandatory, because if people have the default node, they will only have an error, but the transaction will go through. So it is not something that everyone has to have.
No.
But if we update the documentation with this node, I think that it will be better. And the other thing is that we also added a custom, merged the pull request from this guy. I don't remember his name now.
Yeah.
Do you have it? We merged a pull request in order to add the custom network and fixed it a little bit. So it's
from Sunguru. That
That
week ago he took some this issue related to the MetaMask API to add the option to add a new network. So
there's a nice echo.
Oh,
okay. I mean, it wasn't so bad. It was kind of cool, honestly.
Can you show the demo on that?
I don't have. You have the.
Oh yeah, this is the one that lets you you're on the wrong network. Click this button and change networks, and it will add the network for you.
Exactly.
I can show the demo actually.
That's really nice.
Yeah, the echo is because we are in the same room. Sorry.
No, it's cool, and you don't have to show a demo of this. I think it's super cool. We should probably save the space for.
Sorry, the redeem. Where is it? So I redeemed 1.2. I think the transaction went through. So,
yeah, I even saw the numbers change on your dashboard to the right there. It said tokens. You had 2 something tokens, and now it went to 1.5.
Yeah. So This will we also improve. Oh, we add the target goal, but we have some problems adding the target goal to the contract because some of the functions throw an error because there are too many local parameters. So the hatch template contract is basically full, and we added to the front end like an environment variable, but it's totally customizable. So
Cool.
yeah, I think that's all from my side. I don't know if you, Sam, want to say something.
Yeah. Also, I figured out how to put the custom the creation permission after the hatch is closed, and updated the implementation specification. So those two issues are also solved.
Yeah, I saw the update to the spec, but we'll still need to make a new spec that matches the parameters of this new test DAO. I assume that's the way to go, right? Instead of using the old one.
I will say let's do the spec for the general rehearsal.
Well, I need we need the spec for we need an updated spec for the hatch dashboard, or it'd be really nice to have a hatch dashboard updated spec. I think it's okay if it's not the highest priority, but for the runoff, like I don't think it has to happen this week, but it would be kind of nice for the runoff to have it be updated to something that people played with.
I am not understanding very well.
Oh, so we link to the spec in the hatch dashboard, in the hatch configuration dashboard. So, and there's this is the week. This is the week that people. This week and next week are the weeks that people play with it. So, having something updated for that would be cool.
But then what we can do is to do a spec for the. I understand.
It just needs to be a fully completed spec. It doesn't even have to match anything. I think the easiest thing is to make it match something, but just like a fully completed spec that has the permissions and all that stuff, it would be really nice to show off.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a nice to have. It's not the end of the world.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Wow, well that's amazing. We have redemptions working, everything's working. Does this mean the hatch is like, what about on the Adria side? Is the hatch frozen with him and he has all the updated info?
No, I didn't send him a message yet because I wanted to make sure that everything is frozen before to send him, but I will send just now that we have the template frozen.
Cool. Here, well, we'll get into the board in a second. So let's keep going through the agenda then. Do you guys have any updates just like on One Hive, Honeypot, Celeste, anything relevant that we should be aware of?
Fabri and Gabi are going to have a hackathon during this week. They are going to be working together in order to finish the MVP. And Paulo and me are thinking to join them during this
MVP of
week.
what?
Of Gardens.
Oh yeah.
And Paulo and me are thinking on joining them if we have everything fixed for the hatch.
Nice.
The last thing that we need to fix is last polishments, upload the contracts to Block Scout, these kind of things.
Very cool. Yeah, always glad to support their efforts, of course. And I assume, we'll learn a lot about how we'll have to change it as well.
Yeah.
That's
at
cool.
the end.
But what about in prod? Any more Celeste challenges or any bugs that have been brought up with Celeste that's been working right now? Celeste or conviction voting?
I don't think so. I think that everything is working. I will ask them, but the honeypot itself is working. The only thing that we had a problem is that it was not general enough in order to create gardens out of it. And this is one of the things that we are going to be working on.
Cool. The next is content distribution in TEC. Chewy.
Thank you, Griff. I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, so can everybody see my screen? Okay.
Yeah.
So just wanting to go through this really quick. This is like something we are putting together in comms in the TEC. So I just wanted to like summarize it like really quick so that if you guys need to like some like placement of some content or you have like some input or on people that we can reach, just come forward, and any suggestions are welcome. So when new content gets here, like the first thing that we're gonna do is like define what is its target. And for what we're going through right now, our like ideal targets are token engineers and community members. So as soon as this is identified, it starts going through the content and distribution process. We have a content review workshop on Mondays, like right after this meeting, and also on Thursdays. And we make it go through like the SendHub pipeline. So like we go like it goes through content and distribution coordinators, the editing team, the publication team, and the distribution team. So this is something that we're gonna start implementing in all of like documentation and stuff that we put together from the Common Swarm, and we're gonna further like develop the like SEO, which is search engine optimization, the keyword list that I mentioned I think a couple of meetings ago, and so once we have the target ready, this is how we're gonna like classify the platforms in which we uh, publish all of this content. So applying this for our like weekly updates, this would be targeted to community members from one hive. So right now, this is how it works, and this is the place where we use this. But what we want to do is to have like a broader audience for these updates. So probably we're gonna start getting more like communities involved, the same way we started doing these updates in the TEC forum. So yeah, if you have any like documentation or anything that you would like to put out there other than the updates and progress that we're doing, yeah, just shoot me a DM, and yeah, we'll see how we can optimize the way we're communicating like all of our stuff in progress. So that's it for me. Thanks. I'll pass it to Griff.
Sorry, for some reason I got kicked off Discord, had to restart, so I don't know. But did anyone have any questions or any follow up on that?
Yeah, regarding the SEO keywords, I don't know. I could not think on any of them. If you could get a list of the keywords that if you could start suggesting some keywords, I think that it will be easier. and then we can add others.
Nate, do you think you could help us sharing the latest document? I think we were working it with Dirgeras. Do you think you could help us sharing it in the Commons?
Yeah, give me one
channel?
second. I'll pull it up.
Thank you.
Give me 1 second. Are you already pulled up? I will send it to you, and you can put it on the screen if that's possible. Okay, I'm sending it to you now. But yeah, we do have a keyword bank list that we're continually building on for SEO. So
I'm posting it in the Commons channel.
what was the question regarding the SEO keywords?
Oh, I think Sam just wanted to see if we could share the document with him to check it out if he has some contributions so that he can have it. Right, Sam?
Yes, exactly. Because you were asking about new the keywords. I think that I don't know. I find it a little bit difficult to think. So probably I will need some help.
Oh yeah, it's okay. Like I've been also like improving and adding some keywords. It's just something that if you can think of anything or if it's like part of your train of thought at some point and you want to like throw in some words, it's just like something well that it's just better to have there. But yeah, I mean it's not like a I mean, I think so far we're getting there, so we'll just improve as stuff advances.
Cool. I'll definitely look at it. Thanks for the link. And is there anything else in comms that we should be aware of?
No, I think that's it for me.
Nice.
Yep.
Well, if you ever have any tweets or forum posts that we should heart or anything like that, maybe feel free to bring them in here, and we can, just like we do with the vote, we can swarm on social media a little bit.
Oh, okay. Well, actually, like if just like as a reminder, if we could tweet, remember that we post weekly updates on the Common Swarm, like to see how everything is doing, like for the hatch. If it could be just like a reminder and put it out there, it's yeah, just so that it can be like in these next days.
Yeah, I assume Ivy handles the distro now, right? Or but I just mean like for this call, it's easy for us to go through, click hearts, and retweet.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. We'll probably tweet some of this stuff. So yeah, in case you come across any of this, help us with a retweet and a like.
Cool. And I just want to go really quickly into the dashboard. It's ready for prime time. There are a few little bugs here and there, but nothing more like UX improvements, changing the name of a button or something like that, right? You want to change the button, and some other little things are coming up. But this baby is ready to launch. There's a new video up, and there is we changed the impact hour rate at target goal and the order of some of these things. We made a lot of improvements this weekend, and I would just suggest it is go time. It is time to submit a proposal. So if you may have fun building smart contracts for the hatch, yeah, that's cool. How about you design it? Where's that technocracy flavor? We want you guys in on it. You're usually the ones who have to pick parameters, right? So definitely get in here, make a submission. There's a few up here that have been made already. It's the easiest way to actually make a submission, and I say this in the video, but is to start with this link right here, vote on configuration submissions, and it'll bring you to Token Log, where you can see where the best submissions are, and see which ones of the top that you kind of are like, oh yeah, I can jive with that, and then move on from there. Let me see. Good, I'm on XDAI. Oh. Configured chain is Homestead? What is Homestead? It's not true though. It should be on XDAI. Uh-oh. Token Log might be doing a quick build. So either way, on Token Log, you'll be able to see the different votes, like the different ones that have been submitted. So there's this one with a backer bias and a high raise, like it's going for a lot. This is actually a fork of Chewy's. It's a fork of Chewy's original proposal. This one is the Technocracy's choice. This is just the straight up the defaults that were submitted. And here's one that's a small cap and biased towards builders. This is a fork of Vitor's. So this is, we're the builders, so maybe we'll start with this fork. And we show the graphs that are explained a little bit right here, what they mean. And probably the most important thing is the simulated outcomes, where you can see how much you raised and the impact hour rate at these different raise amounts. And what's interesting here is there's a cap of 3 mil on this one. So, if we raise very little, then the builders get more. So, and of course, there's like thoughts on strategy that are input that you can input in there, and it defines what the parameters mean and how they'll impact. Like, okay, you said we want to tell people that tollgate is high is an okay thing to set. So high, so we say to prevent griefing attacks, it will cost 1,000 XDAI to make a proposal. And then here's the actual configuration, and you can click this link, and it's really cool because when you click any of the links in this, it just sends you to the dashboard with these parameters pre-filled. And you can very quickly just be like, oh, you know what? I want to make people make more money than what they're saying if we reach 3 mil. So I'm going to raise that. Run simulation, and you can see how it changes here. You can see how it changes on the graphs, and see how it changes on the pie charts. You notice that if I move this slider up, it kind of makes for a flatter distribution at every amount. And if I move this slider down, it makes for a slower distribution, a lower distribution, or a more like pronounced distribution as we raise more or less money. And you can even come down here and we'd be like, oh, well, let's see, how much money does Paulo get? What does Paulo get? Oh, there he is. Okay, cool. So we're assuming you get 80 impact hours. With these configurations, you'll end up with 45 tech tokens because the minting rate is 0.01. We're going for a very expensive token, like a Bitcoin value token, as opposed to like a Doge value token, which might be like this. And we run the simulation, and now Paulo gets, now you get 45 billion tokens, right? And it's kind of up to you to it's your economy, your choice. So like, do you want 45 tokens or 45 billion tokens? And the equivalent to mint, this would these 80 hours are kind of like if someone sent in at the target goal. So if we raised 1.5 million under these parameters, you would get it'd be like sending $4,600 into the hatch, but they'd only be rage quit a bull for 3,000, right? And so you can see the relationship between rage quit and how much money it takes to mint tokens. But really, this chart is also very useful, just even if you're not on the list, just to be like, okay, I want to put 10,000 in under these parameters. okay, so if I put 10,000 in, then I'll be like at 5IV levels, and I'll get that many tokens, and I'll be able to rage quit with that much. Okay, interesting, right? And then, of course, the DAO configuration, where you get to decide, like, what should the support required be? What should the quorum be? Should it be more? I mean, this is a builder's DAO. People are engaged, right? Okay, we couldn't even get 10%, so maybe we'll make it 7.
Griff, I have one question.
Yeah.
Did you say like if you add 10,000, you have like you can rage quit the same of buy by B, but I was thinking it would be different because the bakers have another rage quit different than the builders, right? No?
No, the rage quit. No, it's the same. Tech tokens are all the same. So the thing is, you get these tokens for free. So it's not really a rage quit percent. Your rage, like 5IV's rage quit percent, is infinite. He didn't put any money in, and he can rage quit 6,500, right? So, but if I put in 10,000, if I put in 9,879.05 cents into this, then I'll get this many tokens, and I would be able to rage quit that amount, and my rage quit percent would be this 65.95.
Then I don't understand the baker's rage quit, but maybe that's for another call because.
No, I think it's worth it. So the backer's rage quit percent has value because they put in, if they put in $100, they'd be at the target goal, they'd be able to rage quit 65.95. But that's true for any token holder. They can rage quit, and it's the same. It's kind of the same ratio, but it's not like Vive didn't have to put in this equivalent to mint. He did impact hours.
Okay, I get it. Thanks.
Oh, cool. Yeah, and there's all these, like, if you have questions about what is vote proposal buffer, who came up with this crap, like there's a little question mark here, and if you click it, it'll actually bring you to the forum post where we talk about these things. So if you're cruising a forum post and you see it's inaccurate, dear God, tell us. A lot of them are pretty old, so they probably need a little updates.
I'm about an hour away from finishing up all of the updates for the forum posts. But I did have a question regarding, because there are a lot of, kind of the unspoken, the 10% rule things that I included in terms of implications for like tech voting power and things of that nature when regarding setting these parameters. Did you want that included? Because I know that they aren't necessarily included within the impact hour tech minting, but the amount of tech tokens that they receive based on their donations, if that will be visualized at all.
Can you I don't fully understand. What do you mean the amount of tech tokens they receive for their donations?
So for like the C-stack wrapped XDAI ratio, if you put the maximum amount in based on your C-stack score to see how many tech tokens you'll actually be minted during that time period. I don't know if that can be visualized, or if because things like the 10% rule, they're not really stated, but they do have implications on whether people design the parameters that they choose, because they may not know about that rule. So they say, okay, well then my maximum goal is going to be more limited than I would normally do if I didn't know about that rule.
Yeah, I mean, with the C-stack score, they can go and look at the C-stack token and see who has how many tokens and stuff like that. And we're going to have a transparency list. That's not done yet. So I don't know. I would say just send me that one, and I'll edit it. I'll make it a priority today to edit it, or whenever it's ready.
I'll send it to you within a couple hours, and you can review all of the updated. And if I just put an extra forum post, we can actually link to that reply in the thread. Is that correct?
Yes, we can make a new forum post. However, it might be better to edit the old one just for visibility and keep the old content. But I don't know if there is one for membership ratio. Yeah, there it is.
Because a lot of these have like conflate the hatched out and the commons upgrade parameters. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So we can. I think editing the current post is probably the best way to go, honestly, and just making a note down here that says edited to reflect more updated information on this date.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay, so yeah, and once you've submitted, you'll get this results table. This is the sweetest thing, this table, and submit. Like, I really encourage you guys all to submit early, submit often. Look, I'm going to submit right now. Why not? It doesn't even matter. I'm just clicking a submit new issue button. It's super cool, but maybe come up with a better title than that. But if you don't like it later and you do something better, you can hit close. Look, it's gone. Easy, Control Z. But don't be shy. Let's get some submissions on here. People will fork your proposals. You guys are looked up to in this community, so people will want to check it out and see what you think and how the hatch should be designed. And it's on right now. It's live. We have 8 days before the top ones will be chosen for runoff. So this is the moment to really dive in and figure out what is your hatch strategy. Yeah.
Great.
Nice.
When you posting yours, Sam?
I don't know. Maybe tomorrow we have a party, so probably tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, the Hatch Params parties. Oh, that's the other thing. There's lots of Hatch Params party on the calendar right now. I don't have a list yet, but and if anyone wants to run one, like Paulo or Sem, if you guys want to run any more, just tell me and I'll put on the calendar, or you can put on the calendar, because we need as many as we can, and we'll start spamming everyone and tell them, hey, come to this Hatch Param party. I really want to get Trent in there. I want to get Luke in there. I want to get them playing with this dashboard. I think they'll love it. And so the more options we have, the better.
Yeah, and I'm actually going to be writing a Medium article promoting the Param parties. So if you want to put that in the schedule, go ahead, and I'll include it within the article for tomorrow.
Oh, nice! You're gonna write an article. Okay, short and sweet is cool. Is great for it. And I guess
you tweet it out.
Exactly, nice. And you can see all the times on the calendar, right? Or
Yep.
do you?
No, I can.
That's great. Okay, cool. So, oh man, we haven't gone to the issues. I want to talk about adding Vitor and Fabi to not Fabi. Well, yeah, different Fabi. But to the mix, to the common swarm. Neither of them have a lot of Solidity or Aragon experience, but they are they did the common simulator, they did the dashboard, and we're going to have this in-between period where we need to do a lot of engineering and design work on the commons upgrade dashboard, but we don't need to do much dev work. So I thought maybe it'd be good to bring them in to the fold.
Yes, of course. We also have a lot of work right now on the first. We will be doing a Solidity work on the commons upgrade, but the Honeypot also needs a lot of changes. Also, if we do new explorations on conviction voting, so they are very welcome.
Cool. That'd be awesome. I think what we need, they're rock stars, but I think they need a little bit more organization on the GitHub board, or at least if we start having so many people, we'll need to be a little bit more proactive on the board. So
yeah.
We might even have sprint planning meetings, Sam, if you want. We could try to have some more formal processes.
Okay, I am not so good on sprint planning. I see Gabi how he does it in the gardens farm, and I think, oh my god, I would like to able to do this. But I think that it's, for me, I am not yet there. If you want to give it a try in a more formal way,
I
for
mean,
me, what
I love hanging out with you, Sam, and if this is a good excuse, then that's a win-win.
okay, for me, the thing that I think that we are missing is to have less issues and more clarity. We have too much issues.
Yeah. So, speaking of too many issues, we have 11 minutes, and I want to leave 5 minutes for the One Hive updates. So let's see what we can get through in 6 minutes here. User testing of the rage quit, that's happening this week. Freeze the hash contracts, you're on that with Adria. Add target goal and to the contract in params.js, but it sounded like there was an issue here, right, Paulo?
Yes.
It's already in the params.js, so you can close it.
Yeah, we can close this one.
Oh, nice.
Basically, it is going to be in the params.js and also as an environment variable of the front end of the hatch.
Oh, that's right. I don't have permissions on this board yet.
Okay.
Are there any updates regarding ceramic?
I don't think so, because Fabi is not here today. It is more related with gardens. We will know tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, I can go closing things.
Circle graph went over 100%. Looks like there's a PR for it.
Yeah, it's already merged, so we can close this one too.
I closed it.
Problem with Argon Connect core library.
We can also close this one.
Nice.
I don't find it. Where is
It's
it?
hatch connector number 3. Here, I'll send you a link to this board that has all the repos added. Let's see. So Fabi Mole is still working on Honeypot for CV, right?
I don't. Can you repeat?
Is Fabi Mole still working with Fabri and Rodri on the Honeypot?
With the honey, I don't understand. Okay.
He's still pushing on that, right?
Yes, we still need the gardens MVP, and then we will be able to. Yeah.
What about the failed pop-up transaction? Oh yeah, we just talked about this.
It works.
Yeah, we can close this issue as well.
Nice.
Yes,
TC
related to the. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Post. Improve the design of conviction voting. Still working on that. Purple, what is this shit?
It's done.
Nice. Create an easy way for, yeah, that's done. Create the commons template. I believe that's done, right? Is
The command template is not yet done. It means adding the bonding curve into.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not done yet. Migrate the Dandelion voting documentation to the wiki. Not done yet. Probably it's.
No, yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. Rename all parameters to match the final concessions names. I am not sure about that. I think that they are already updated, but let's wait Mitch to confirm it. It's the hatch connector. It's not done. We can do it this week if Fabi cannot do it. Unit test for hatch connector. Are they the same?
Unit test for hash connector.
Yes, they are the same. I will close this one. Well, it is tech convert, and this is patch connector. So I am going to close this one. And the problem with Aragon Connect core library, it's already fixed, right?
Yes, it's already fixed. Gabby did a pull request.
Okay, what else? What about manage graph and XI node errors properly? It's about the tech interface, so I will let it for now. But we are also not going to be using tech interface anymore. So probably we should just stop tracking this repo. We also did the make our own connect event faster.
Yes.
What else? Remove the word vesting from locking.
That's for commons upgrade. Vesting is fine for this section, for this period, for the hatch.
We can close it, right?
No, we still need to do that for the commons upgrade.
Where is the...
There's a vesting
where
app. There's like a lockup app.
I am not understanding.
So in for the people who migrate their hatch tokens into and become part, they're going to have a lockup period, a cliff, and a decay where they can unlock their tokens.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure that the app still talks about vesting as opposed to lockup, or is that not true?
Yes, but the thing is that the app is it is part of the token manager from Aragon. It's audited code.
Oh, we don't have to change it in that. It's just the front end.
The front end of exactly what? The
When we make the Aragon Connect, like, you know, how people know if they have locked tokens versus or unlocked tokens.
But in which front end is it?
I don't think we've built it yet.
Okay. Okay. We will have the convert, which will tell us which are locked, and I think that it's already. I will remove this issue for now. If it's not an issue, if it's something that we didn't build, and we will have into account that in the front end it must say locked.
Sounds good.
Okay, then conviction voting front end. I don't know. There are many things that I will just remove. This is already done. Remove supply offered percentage from code. It's not removed from the hatch, but it's removed from the parameters. So it is fine as it is, I think. Log tokens aggregation. I think that this is part of what Rain did. I will just close it.
Do you want to share your screen, Sam?
Yes.
And oh man, we only have 2 minutes left. Okay, so actually we'll just have to do there are some issues that are at the end of the new issues column. That'd be great if we figure out and make sure that there's nothing that we need to cover. And let's take I will keep sharing my screen, and let's just take the last few minutes to hear from Chewy about the One Hive weekly updates.
I'm okay. Actually, I'll just go really quick through it. So far, I have written about the status with ceramic. That's why I asked. We have some progress on redemption sap, and uh, well, I wrote down that we should add the suggestion of the RPC address, but as Sam said, it's not like 100% necessary. But I'll review it with you, Sam, on in a one-on-one on Wednesday to see if it would be good to include it. And just front-end updates for the hatch. The feedback form is added. Uh, Improved animations when goals are reached, and the hatch tokens redemption work now. Oh yeah, your economy, your choice. We should like make a call to action for people to try params. This is something that we're including. And yeah, I don't know if there are any like recommendations that we should add.
Okay, more or less, it's accurate. I think that we can also add the time lock that we added in the template because it can be interesting for people to look at it for Solidity developers to know that it works. So you can just add it in the as a point and then we can.
Which one is it?
A time block in Aragon permissions. I will say that, and then we can expand it on Wednesday. Just that.
Yeah, that looks super cool, Sam. I saw you mention in the forum post, but I didn't. Or is it a time lock, or it's like adding a parameter that's the timestamp?
Yes, you are adding a timestamp.
Looks super.
And you say if current timestamp is greater than the timestamp that is here, then you can do that, and if not, you cannot. And you can play with timestamp, with block number, and with many other things.
Yeah, I don't know. What's this chasing down permissions for the deployment of Redemptions app? I feel like we can get rid of that, right?
I think
Yeah, it
that
sounds like it's done.
Yeah, we moved it from last week to this one because last week it was not complete, and I don't think that it's interesting actually to communicate. We can remove it.
Yeah, and the demo, like that's the other demo the hatch, right? Will the link be the same as it was before?
Yes. I think that we have the permission to update it.
Just double check that that the link works, Chewy, before publishing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't even know if we need. I mean, this is all cool, but I think the best, or like, maybe it's kind of part of this. It's like it's one thing to say the updates, it's another thing to go touch the updates, you know? Okay, well, we're 3 minutes over, and we should probably call it.
Here's a matching video.
Oops. Thanks, Google. Thank you, guys.